We are pleased to have you with us this evening to celebrate scholarship at the West Virginia University School of Nursing. How's that? A celebration is a moment in time set aside for gathering about what is important. We are gathered tonight to recognize that which we celebrate, namely scholarship. At this celebration, we pay tribute to Dr. Lorita D. Jenab, who served as the second dean of the School of Nursing for 24 years. As you enter the auditorium, there is a poster of her picture. In 1992, when she retired from the deanship, the faculty established the Lorita Jenab Lectureship as a living tribute to recognize her contributions to the School of Nursing and to the state of West Virginia. This is the 15th biannual Jenab Lectureship. Now, there is a short story about Dr. Jenab in your program, and as you read it, you will note that her story is about making a deliberate choice to venture out of the state of West Virginia and go to Cleveland, Ohio, and then to New York City, where she earned the requisite degrees that enabled her to be prepared to live the role of leader in nursing here in this state. Hence, the focus of this lecture is leadership. Her leadership story is one of commitment, integrity, and courage. Dr. Jenab died at the age of 92. Now, for a word about scholarship, which is the focus of what we gather to celebrate here tonight. The term scholarship is rooted in the word scholastic, which means to be dedicated to learning the principles and practices of a body of knowledge. At the School of Nursing, we are dedicated to learning the principles and practices of the body of knowledge of nursing. This means fostering understanding, comprehension, and application of concepts and facts related to promoting health, fostering well-being, and relieving suffering. This is the essence of nursing. It is making a difference in the health and quality of people's lives, the lives of those we serve as nurse. So in a nutshell, scholarship is about advancing and applying knowledge to what we hold dear. I invite you to stay with this theme as you listen and attend to this program celebrating scholarship. You will hear a distinguished scholar leader in nursing deliver the lecture, and you will bear witness to the scholarship and understanding of students. So now, next, I'm going to introduce Dean Halsey to you. Tara Halsey has led the School of Nursing as dean for the past 11 years. Under her guidance, the School of Nursing is thriving. I would like to offer some indicators distinguishing that the school is thriving. These are indicators that mark that the school is thriving. Here's one. The school was awarded $2 million by the Bedford Falls Foundation to support coursework for BSN and PhD students. Another, that there is increased funding in the School of Nursing for research and scholarship. And another, that we have an international partnership with a university in the Philippines. And another, that there is expansion of student enrollment. In this day, when student enrollments are going down in the School of Nursing, there is an expansion of student enrollment in the campuses at Morgantown, Beckley, and Kaiser. And lastly, my last indicator, that the 2024 class rate on the exam to become a registered nurse was 99% for all campuses. Yes, the school is thriving. Dean Halsey leads the school in nursing with wisdom, a strategic eye, courage, and a generous spirit. We are pleased and blessed to have her as Dean Halsey. Yes, that's what I say. Yay! That's what I say. I wish we could give applause. Here, it's yours.
Welcome. It is my pleasure to introduce our distinguished guests this evening. We're very happy to have you here to celebrate this special occasion. These are some of our best and brightest nursing students. But we're also joined this evening by our School of Nursing faculty members. These educators are second to none in their dedication, expertise, and passion for educating the next generation of nurses. Their commitment to lifelong learning is clear as they continue working in the field and expanding their knowledge at every opportunity presented to them. This evening, I have the privilege of introducing this year's speaker, Dr. Cynthia Pursley. Dr. Pursley, the former cabinet secretary of the West Virginia Department of Human Services, has a career that spans more than 30 years of service to the state of West Virginia and its citizens. For 20 years, Dr. Pursley helped educate student nurses right here at the West Virginia University School of Nursing. During her time at WVU, Dr. Pursley had a faculty practice in a rural health clinic for more than 15 years, providing prenatal care to rural women as a nurse practitioner. She became a tenured professor, and she served as Associate Dean of Graduate Practice Programs before her departure in 2013. Dr. Pursley has since served as President and CEO of Highland Hospital and other affiliated Highland companies. In 2020, she became the Vice Chancellor for Health Sciences at the West Virginia Higher Education Policy Commission, where she supported the creation of the next generation of healthcare providers. In June of 2023, she was appointed by Governor Jim Justice as the Cabinet Secretary of the newly created West Virginia Department of Human Services, where she oversaw Medicaid, CHIP, behavioral health, social services, family assistance, child support enforcement, and drug control policy. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Cynthia Pursley.
So that introduction always makes me feel like I can't hold a job. So thank you, Tara, for that introduction. And I want to thank Dean Halsey and the Lectureship Committee for inviting me to present the 2025 Lorita D. Jenab Lectureship. I am honored and hope that I would make Dean Jenab proud with my words tonight. I never had the honor to work under Dean Jenab's leadership, but I knew her as she was a staunch supporter of the School of Nursing after her retirement. As a young faculty member, I remember her as a kind and generous leader who cared deeply about the faculty, staff, students, and her school. I learned much from watching her gracefully retire while continuing to support the organization she had so impacted. So I always find it hard to know what to say to a group like we have assembled tonight. We have parents and families, we have students, we have faculty and staff. I certainly want to inspire, to share my experiences, but also to honor that everyone in the room has their own experiences that inform their lives. It's a daunting task, but I've never shied away from a challenge, as you'll see as I speak. For tonight, I've chosen the topic of excellence and integrity as it relates to preparing yourself as a leader. So, to the students here tonight, I hope I provide you with some wisdom that I've gained over the years. To the parents, families, faculty, and staff, I suspect that some of what I say will resonate with you and your experiences, and I hope you will continue to share your wisdom with the students that we're here to celebrate tonight. Leadership is more than a title. It's about inspiring people and becoming someone who can stay grounded, self-aware, and intentional. Excellence and integrity are the cornerstones of effective leadership. These qualities not only define a leader's character, but also set the stage for our actions and our decisions. I firmly believe that everyone here can be a leader, but how do we prepare ourselves for leadership? I also firmly believe that it's through knowing ourselves and practicing our values that we prepare ourselves to lead. It comes from practice, from building the muscles of reflection, curiosity, and change one opportunity at a time. So let's talk about excellence. Excellence to me is the pursuit of the highest standards in all endeavors. It means striving for quality, demonstrating competence, and constantly improving ourselves. Excellence is not a destination, it's a journey, requiring ongoing effort and dedication. Embracing excellence sets the benchmark for others. We set high standards for ourselves, always. Excellence is doing the right thing, always, even when no one is watching. But I've also learned that excellence is doing the right thing when everyone is watching and criticizing and thinking that they know the right thing to do. But because practicing excellence is setting the stage for future excellence. Florence Nightingale said, "Let whoever is in charge keep this simple question in her head, not, how can I always do the right thing myself, but how can I provide for this right thing to be always done?" Excellence breeds excellence. I've had at least 2 times in my career where opportunities that I had to lead came because of practicing excellence when I thought no one was watching. The first was when I was serving as a board member at Highland Hospital in Charleston. I happened to be on sabbatical from my role at WVU, and I volunteered to lead the board and staff in a strategic planning process. I'm a little bit of a strategic planning geek. We met over the course of 4 months and came up with a bold strategic plan as we moved into a new hospital. About 6 months later, the CEO had a stroke and was unable to return to lead the organization. Once the board began the search process, the board chair came to me and asked me to apply. As I always do, I asked him, why me? What he said to me was a lesson that has resonated with me for so many times over my subsequent career. He said, "You never know when a light will shine on you and cause you to be looked at in a different way." As you led the strategic planning process and worked with the board, the leadership, and staff to create a bold vision, we saw your abilities in a different way, and we think that you're the leader that we need. When I took on the strategic planning process, was I looking for a job? No. I did it because the hospital was an asset for our community, and I wanted to see it succeed. I approached it in the same way that I do everything in my life, committing to high standards, holding myself and others accountable, having a clear vision and well-defined goals. These are the hallmarks of excellence and led to an amazing career opportunity for me. Another more recent time where practicing excellence led to an opportunity was in my selection by Governor Justice as the Cabinet Secretary for the Department of Human Services. In May of 2023, as you heard in my introduction, I was happily serving as the Vice Chancellor for Health Sciences with the West Virginia Higher Education Policy Commission. For those of you who don't know, this is an executive branch agency responsible for oversight and policy related to higher education. I began this position the day before the world shut down for the pandemic. Great orientation I had. So as we all did, I had the opportunity to lead in ways that I had never before. I managed, along with many people in this room, as well as across the state, the higher education response to COVID, from return to campus to vaccination for 56 colleges and universities, both public and private, with over 85,000 students and 30,000 faculty and staff. You remember those times. There was so much uncertainty and we were building a system as we were flying it. Once the COVID response was set, the governor made a decision to use some of the federal dollars coming to West Virginia to invest in two professions whose shortages were amplified by the pandemic response: nursing and EMS. I was tasked with developing a rapid initiative to invest these one-time dollars for lasting impact on these professions. The initiatives are a topic for another day, but suffice it to say that they were extremely successful, and I dare say that many of the students here tonight benefited in some way from those initiatives. So as I said, in May of 2023, I was quite proud of our work and was loving my dream job. The governor's office called and asked me to meet with them in the next morning. That's never good. You don't want the governor's office calling you to meet them the next morning. The problem was I was on a beach in Turks and Caicos with my daughter for a little pre-medical school graduation celebration. So the meeting and the anticipation and a little bit of fear, I will admit, had to wait for about 5 days. Anyway, I met with the chief of staff and the governor's primary advisor, and they asked me if I would consider taking on the challenge of becoming the cabinet secretary for the newly created Department of Human Services. So a little background here. As some of you know, West Virginia had, for about 30 years, had a health and human services mega department. Everything from public health to emergency preparedness to the state hospitals and nursing homes and all human services agencies were under the supervision of one cabinet secretary. The legislature in 2023 passed a bill to create 3 departments from one: the Department of Health, the Department of Health Facilities, and the Department of Human Services. Just as an aside, they had passed a bill like this the previous year, but the governor had vetoed it, and a consultant was brought in, and eventually the report did not support splitting the agency, but the legislature did it anyway. But back to the meeting in the governor's office. They told me the job would be hard, but that anyone who took this on could write their opportunities for the future. It's important to know that I didn't want any opportunities for the future. I already had my dream job, right? And I was 63 years old. I just wanted to stay in my job and love my work. But after they talked for a while, I again asked, why me? First, they said it was because they trusted me, that I had healthcare executive experience. And then they said that you never know when a light will shine on you. Does that sound familiar? We've been watching you work with the pandemic and the nursing and EMS initiatives, how you've brought disparate groups together and created something big and successful, earned everyone's trust, and we think you are right for this work. Again, I approached these initiatives with my whole heart, but not with the idea I was looking for my next job. Through practicing the core tenets of excellence, high standards, accountability, responsibility, building trust and credibility, I had again set myself up for the next step in an amazing leadership opportunity. The Department of Human Services would include, the new department would include Medicaid and CHIP, as you heard, the Bureau for Behavioral Health, the Office of Drug Control Policy, the Bureau for Social Services, including Child and Adult Welfare, the Bureau for Family Assistance, and the Bureau for Child Support Enforcement, with about 3,400 employees and a $6.8 billion budget. It was experiencing workforce challenges and public scrutiny. So I'm not kidding you when I say that this was a very daunting thing to think about. After lots of family discussion, tapping into my own personal advisory board, having some real heart-to-hearts with my current boss and a lot of prayer, I decided to take the challenge. But why would I do that? First, it was an honor to be asked to use my skills and talents to create something important. I felt I could bring something different to the department. I had a long history of working with vulnerable populations and developing workforces to care for them. It really is my passion. I also knew that in my 30 years of healthcare leadership in the state, I had so many connections and partners who I could call on to support our work. But I also looked at this department as having been destabilized by so many challenges, and I had compassion for the people who were doing this really hard work, and I wanted to support them. I also remembered something I had read. Be scared and do it anyway. Be underqualified and get in the room anyway. Be messy, imperfect, and unsure, and show up anyway. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Get uncomfortable. So in July of 2023, I dove headfirst into this new role. I tell you all of this because you are going to have opportunities to lead as well. But while you're waiting for them, remember that light is shining on you. Approach everything you do with passion, pride in your work, and a sense of what is possible. Be uncomfortable. Join that committee. Volunteer to lead that work group. Mentor others. Develop a program. Pitch a new way to do something. Take every opportunity to practice leadership and excellence that is afforded to you. And like me, some that you weren't even looking for. And don't shy away from a challenge because you're afraid. If you haven't read Brené Brown's books, you really should. She talks a lot in her books about integrity, which is the second topic I want to discuss with you. Brown says that integrity is choosing courage over comfort, choosing what is right over what is fun, fast, or easy, and choosing to practice our values rather than simply professing them. Remember what I said earlier? Excellence defines a leader's character. So does integrity. Integrity ensures that your journey is guided by ethical principles and your own values. A value is a way of being or believing that we hold most important. Acting with integrity and living your values requires a clear understanding of your core values and a strong sense of the behaviors that are in alignment with those values, recognizing when your behavior is out of alignment and course correcting as needed. Living our values means that we do more than just profess them. We practice them. We walk our talk. We are clear about what we believe and what is important. And we take care that our intentions, our words, our thoughts, and our behaviors align with those beliefs. We all have values. For context, mine include respect, fairness, making a difference, trust, and transparency. What are yours? What are the values that guide your life? More importantly, how do they help you to act with integrity? Stop during your journey and ask yourself periodically, is this relationship, job, responsibility, or action helping me to live my values? Or am I bumping up against my values each day? If you are, it may be time to make a change. For me, this is always the difficult part, but an important part. And I'll give you an example. When I was a hospital CEO of a not-for-profit hospital, the team began to unfortunately feel the effects of some business decisions that were made by the previous administration. Our board and I came to the very difficult conclusion that we were going to need a partner to be successful. We went about it the right way, hiring advisors who were nationally known for their success, spending hours refining what we wanted from a partnership, and even more hours vetting potential partners. In the end, the board made the best decision they could make with all of the information that they had to sell the business to an individual who was backed by highly respectable real estate trusts, respected advisors, and had all the right credentials to continue our work. Unfortunately, that didn't turn out like we had planned. The individual's business was built, we later found out, on a web of lies and was financially troubled. He began using our hospital as his personal source of cash, not to build the business, but to support an extremely lavish lifestyle. In short, he was a con man and has since come to reckoning for what he had done. Remember my values: respect, trust, making a difference, fairness, transparency. Every single one of them was violated, and yet I stayed. This is where the paradox of living your values sometimes comes into play, and respecting and acting with integrity. My values are so important to me, and yet I believed in this organization. Remember, that's why I went there. This was a community asset that was so needed. I protected my staff and our organization. I did things I never thought I would ever do, like asking the West Virginia auditor to stop providing us with deposits directly into our bank account for our care. I got paper checks and deposited them just in time to fund our payroll. I was never silent about the hard things. I was finally able to get rid of that owner through one of his respected partners, and they brought in another group to manage the hospital. It all ended with success for the organization, but at a personal cost to me. Why? Because I was violating my values. But I knew I had to work to save the organization. Remember that core value of mine, making a difference? Would I do it again? Absolutely. While some of my values were being violated, I was contributing in a way that I felt really matched my important values of giving back and making a difference. So my advice to you as emerging leaders is to know your values, learn about yourself. What do you need from a job, a relationship, or an organization so you feel whole? So that you can look in the mirror and you know that you're acting with integrity and you're surrounding yourself with others who respect those values, and you're putting yourself in situations that allow you to uphold your values. And don't be afraid to walk away. Everyone has different values. The trick is to assure that while everyone has those different values, they mesh with each other into a big, beautiful whole. I'm going to end with a few pieces of advice. Some are from my upbringing, some are from my career journey, and some are just things that make sense to me at this point in my life. Each of these will prepare you for leadership by supporting excellence and integrity, and I hope they're helpful to you. First, there is no career path, at least not one that I would want to be on, that leads directly to leadership that doesn't involve excellence and integrity. Remember what the board chair and the governor's team told me? You never know when a light will shine upon you. So strive for excellence in everything you do. Know yourself, your values, and your goals. Don't violate your values. Nothing is worth that. Speak your truth and the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it makes others. Truth is built that way. Trust is built that way. Trust isn't built in big, sweeping moments. It's built on tiny moments every day. Remember that. There is no leadership without trust. Practice self-care, no matter what that looks like to you. Students, I'm going to speak directly to you. Your generation is so much better at self-care than mine is. Do what helps to make you whole, and do it for your whole life. For me, it's going to the gym no matter what. My staff used to call it working out the crazy, and I agree. Spend time taking care of yourself, journaling, practicing mindfulness, doing yoga, praying, walking barefoot in nature, skiing, kayaking, spend time with family or friends. Don't fall back on alcohol, drugs, overeating, or doom scrolling. Take care of yourself. Develop your own personal advisory board. I want you to look at the people sitting next to you. Look at them. Come on, look at them. These are the people who have been with you through this journey thus far. They will be in the exact same place in their career in the future as you will be. Use these relationships and build others with folks you trust to be honest, trustworthy, and help you see yourself as you're developing. I still use my advisory board. And by the way, they aren't all nurses. Some are, but some are lawyers and bankers and leaders in the nonprofit world. Some have been mentors, some are just good people. What I know is that I can trust them to advise me when I need it, and they are so important to me. Give yourself that same gift. Get help if you need it. Especially don't let the stigma of seeking care for mental health issues keep you from getting what you need. Excellence can only be realized when you have a healthy mind, body, and spirit. And finally, and probably most importantly, is something my dad taught us. Remember that you only have one good name. Do things that will associate your name with excellence, integrity, and goodness. Mary Wakefield, who is a nurse who served as an administrator for the Health Resources and Services Administration, said that her most surprising interview question that she received as she interviewed for that very public federal job was, "Have you ever done anything that would embarrass the president?" I say we should ask ourselves that same thing, but with a twist. Have I ever done anything to embarrass my good name? Strive not to. I can't ask for anything else in a leader. To finish my comments tonight, I want to say that excellence and integrity are indeed the gateway to leadership. They are essential principles that we can practice to prepare ourselves as leaders and to guide us in making a positive impact every day. I have faith in each of you as you continue your journey to become a nurse and a leader. I congratulate you, and I can't wait to cheer you on as you unlock your true potential as leaders. Thank you. Oh. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Did you want to say something? Okay. Oh, are you doing Roger? Okay.
Yes. Okay. We now come to the awards part of the program. Dr. Roger Carpenter will read the names, and Dr. Tina Antle-Keener will present the awards to the students along with Dean Halsey.
The PhD Award for Excellence, Kimberly Irwin. The DNP Award for Excellence, Sandy Gray. The CRNA Award for Excellence, Kaylee Bangs. The MSN Award for Excellence, Sydney Berry. The BSN Senior Award for Excellence, Isabella Haynes. The BSN Junior Award for Excellence, Holly Stevens. The BSN Sophomore Award for Excellence, Jordan Hickman. The ABSN Award for Excellence, Hannah Yolberg. The RN to BSN Award for Excellence, Michelle Abbott. The Dr. Patsy Hessen Haslam Public Health Nursing Award is given to a graduating BSN student based on their outstanding work providing care in rural communities. The award goes to John Sokolsky. The Alumni Leadership Awards are given to students who model professional nursing to their peers and demonstrate commitment to advancing the nursing profession. The PhD Alumni Award for Leadership, Andrea Bailey. The CRNA Alumni Award for Leadership, Carly Blair. The DNP Alumni Award for Leadership, Shannon Tompkins. The BSN Alumni Award for Leadership, Gavin Pavant.
Tonight, we are also welcoming new inductees into the Alpha Rho chapter of Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society of Nursing. Sigma members demonstrate excellence in scholarship and exceptional achievements in nursing. It is truly an honor to be part of such a respected and progressive organization. I would now like to introduce Ms. Laura Vollmer, Vice President of our Alpha Rho chapter of Sigma Theta Tau.
Good evening. My name is Laura Vollmer, and I am the Vice President of our Sigma chapter, and I want to welcome you to the induction ceremony for the Alpha Rho chapter of Sigma. Thank you for celebrating this special occasion with us. The names you see here are those who serve on the Alpha Rho board. Many of these board members are here with us this evening. Let's begin our induction. For more than 100 years, Sigma has been recognizing and celebrating excellence in scholarship, leadership, and service within nursing and midwifery. The Honor Society, today known as Sigma, was founded as Sigma Theta Tau in 1922 by 6 nursing students at Indiana University. From those 6 founding members, our organization has grown to more than 100,000 active members in more than 600 chapters in over 100 countries around the world. Sigma also collaborates with several global organizations to improve the health of the world's people, including representation at the United Nations. This offers members the opportunity to extend their reach outside of their own communities. We are excited and filled with pride today to welcome our new inductees into our diverse and global membership. Sigma members are leaders at all levels of the healthcare industry. The Society only extends membership to students in baccalaureate or graduate level programs who have demonstrated superior academic achievement, academic integrity, and professional leadership potential, and to nurse leader candidates exhibiting exceptional achievements in nursing. Our membership includes top-notch nursing executives, clinicians, educators, researchers, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and others. You are among this distinguished group of nurses, students, and professionals who have met or exceeded the rigorous standards required to receive an invitation to join Sigma, and you truly deserve our congratulations. Round of applause for our inductees. The leadership and scholarship that you have displayed represent the essence of the society. Together, we are Sigma. Our founders chose the Greek letters Sigma, Theta, and Tau, taken from the Greek words meaning love, courage, and honor, as they believe them to be the enduring values that are the root of the nursing profession. Our crest, which adorns your membership certificate, symbolizes these enduring values, reminding us of our commitment to wisdom and discernment, as represented by the eye, service, professional endeavor, and strengths of leadership, as represented by the pillars of the stone at the right and left, and knowledge, as represented by the lamp. Our key, embedded in the membership pin, reminds us of our charge to uphold love, courage, and honor and is a symbol of scholarship. The cup denotes the satisfaction of professional life. The circle with its 6 stars represents our 6 founders. The lamp is the lamp of knowledge, and the letters in black represent our charge. Remember that our key symbolizes your commitment to nursing excellence. The purpose of this ceremony is to not only honor you as a new member and celebrate your successes, but it also serves as Sigma's promise to you to support you throughout your nursing career and to be a lifelong resource for you. This support will come in part through access to continuing education offerings, top nursing journals, career support, and the opportunity to participate in Sigma's communities of interest in connecting with nurses around the world. Your induction is not the end, the culmination of your scholarly or professional achievements. Instead, your induction signifies the beginning of your membership journey, the start of your involvement within a global network of peers and mentors who are here to guide and support you wherever your nursing career may take you. At this time, we'll receive into membership these outstanding new members. Inductees, please stand. Please accept the privileges and responsibilities of Sigma membership by repeating after me. I accept membership into Sigma Theta Tau International. And I pledge to fulfill its commitment to nursing excellence, knowledge, service, and leadership throughout my career. Thank you, inductees. You may be seated. Please help us congratulate and recognize Alpha Rho's new members, Dr. Marion Revan, counselor, and Mrs. Gina Greathouse, counselor. New members, you can please come forward when your name is called to receive your certificate and sign your name in the Alpha Rho record of membership. Matthew Amosmeyer. Zakiah Bailey. Emily Baranaski. Amanda Beers. Jenna Belcher. Emily Bowler. Julie Boney. Cole Brasky. Macy Cook. Kelsey Kreger. Veronica Seifert. Katie Davis. Cynthia Drummond. Rachel Eddy. Olivia Eder. Florentine Nemovo. Keely Gregory. Sydney Hodges. Valeria Hubie. Brianna Jackson. Julia Jang. Ashley Joel. Emma Martino. Amarita Morris. Almira Tolentino. Madison Mulhall. Kaylee Painter. Reagan Poole. Jacqueline Power. Catherine Proctor. Mary Catherine Ray. Elizabeth Ricker. Hunter Shreve. Brendan Smith. Aubrey Snyder. Angelina Spickard. Grace Taylor. Sarah Takavic. Alexis Martinez. Morgan Trubetowski.
Did I do it?
Victoria Weezer. Hallie Stevens. Please help me congratulate these new Sigma members with our applause. Now that you are official members of Sigma, the opportunities to become involved, to grow and develop as leaders, and to contribute to the nursing profession are virtually endless. Each of you will experience membership in your own way. In fact, Sigma membership is an experience that is yours to design. I hope you will make use of the many opportunities that the membership has to offer. Not only do you have the opportunity to be involved locally, but there are opportunities to participate in this global organization on a regional and international level as well. Each biennium, Sigma installs a new president at the international level. At the 47th Biennial Convention, we proudly installed Dr. Sandra Garman-Bibb and introduced her as the 35th Sigma president. With influence from the board of directors, each president presents an organizational call to action to help guide members and chapters as we strive to fulfill our mission. The organizational call asks us to represent. As professional nurses and Sigma members, we have the credibility and visibility to speak and act on behalf of nursing and Sigma, and the opportunity to represent the vast diversity and capability of the nursing profession to shape the world as we would like to see it. We are all leaders, and we must represent our unique selves in collective change in our shared world. The call to action has 3 components: reflect, respect, and respond. Reflect means communicating a caring culture. We can and should model and reflect our commitment to care of self, care of others, and care of the environment. The second component is respect. As a global organization, we are well positioned to represent the value of respect by cultivating cultural humility. A key aspect of cultural humility is self-awareness. As a caring culture, we have the opportunity to show respect in 3 ways. We listen, we learn, and we lead in cultivating cultural humility. The final component is respond. We are indeed living in unusual times, but as Sigma members and as leaders, it's important for us to remember that even in the midst of these times, there is hope. We respond by championing contemporary practice with professionalism, perspective, and perseverance. As Sigma members, we represent a group of influential nurse leaders who are connected, empowered, and well-positioned to transform healthcare globally and to add value to the world. As we conclude our ceremony, I want to take a moment to recognize and thank the friends and family who are here to celebrate this special occasion with us. It is because of your love and support that these new members were able to reach this level of success, and you should take pride in the role you have played. Once again, I want to congratulate and welcome our newest Sigma members.
We are coming to the close of the program, and I would like to offer some recognition. Oops. Okay, I'll say it again so you know it. I said we're coming to the close of the program, and I would like to offer some recognitions. First, I would like to acknowledge the students who have been honored with awards and induction into Sigma Theta Tau. Would you please stand, students? These are, yeah, wait. These are students who value learning and have put time and energy into excelling in their courses. They are the future and the essence of what we celebrate tonight. And my dear students, know that everybody here in this audience wishes you all the best as you move forward and continue to excel in nursing. Now, yay! Okay. Now, I think it would be good to recognize the School of Nursing faculty another time. Would you please stand? All faculty stand so everyone can see you. It is these men and women, the faculty, who are actively engaged in education and scholarship, and who spark and inspire learning that is deep and real among the students. They are at the center of what we do in the School of Nursing, and we thank you. And we have in the house Emeriti faculty. Would you stand? Emeriti faculty, where are they? Look at that. Look at that. These are retired faculty who continue to contribute to the School of Nursing. We are so glad that you came to be with us this evening. And lastly, I would like to acknowledge the committee, the committee who planned and implemented this event, the Leadership Committee. Please stand as I hold your applause till they all stand. Okay. Tina Antokiner is the co-chair of the committee. Stand. Roger Carpenter. Greg Cave. Where are you, Greg? Kimberly Colbank. It's Kimberly. Pamela DeRigi. Wendy Holdren. Brandy Toothman. All stand. Now, give them a wonderful round of applause. Wonderful. Yes. Whistles are in order because this group is a wonderful, responsible, working together committee who make this event possible. We owe them a large debt of gratitude. And tonight, you witnessed a lecture centered on authentic leadership. Did you notice that Dr. Persley did not read to you from PowerPoints? Did you notice? I am suggesting that in your noticing, you witnessed Dr. Persley's living of authentic leadership, rooted in a strong set of values. Values that marked her lecture that came to me are that attentive presence she had with you through the lecture, the joyful moments, and her conviction to do what is right when she is called for action. And that is what I hope you heard in that lecture. And we thank you, Dr. Persley. We'll give you another round. All right. So good evening. We would like to allow the students to leave the auditorium first. So students stand and leave. And we thank you for coming and wish you all the best.